Hello everybody, this is Donna with ddivadesigns.blogspot.com. I have to apologize in advance for my voice. I think that I have caught some type of bug that's being spread around in my office, man, I tell you. And I think it's probably going to affect my voice over the next couple of days. So hopefully it's not so bad. But in any event, I wanted to show you a video, and this video is a little different from the other videos I've done. I am just about to start putting together the pieces for a swap that I am participating in. This swap is being hosted by Jules. Jules' blog is, I'll post it here on this video, but she's at jewelbox.blogspot.com, excuse me guys, and she has a wonderful idea for a swap, and I think it's due sometime in the middle of December. But in any event, essentially the theme is that you create a wall hanging, and the first side should have a fall, autumn, Thanksgiving theme, and then the other side should have a winter Christmas type theme. And I thought that was really cool because I think the whole purpose of this, well, it's going to be a wall hanging. I think it's going to be vertical. The specification was for it to be vertical. Excuse me. And I think the theme is going to be to incorporate best friends forever, like your family and your friends. So I just thought that was a really cool idea. And then at the end of it, there's two groups, I believe, Group A and Group B. And I'm pretty sure, guys, by the way, that this swap is closed. I'm pretty sure. But as soon as I saw that she was hosting it, I jumped on it right away. If you have an opportunity, please go check out her blog because she has some wonderful, wonderful ideas, and she's an amazing artist. She has some wonderful projects that she shared with us here on YouTube. So I totally am so thankful and grateful. Thanks, Jules, for hosting this blog. For hosting this swap. Yeah, I must be coming down with something, guys. Anyway, essentially what I'm trying to do, I get a lot of questions from folks who look at my projects and they say, well, hey, Donna, how is it that you even get started on, like, how do you come up with your ideas of how you put projects together? And what I essentially wanted to tell, and I tell them this all the time, that there is no rhyme or reason to, for me personally. Other people have methods in terms of how they put their projects together. They sketch it out, they write it down and write all the pieces they're going to pull together in their projects. But me, honestly, with me, I'm pretty willy-nilly. And what you see on my desk right here is all the pieces that I pulled out for the fall autumn side. And essentially what I started doing is just pulling out all my papers, all of my embellishments that I think would fit with that theme. So and then what I do, I get inspiration from just seeing the pieces, and then I have some general idea of how I'm going to lay it out based on the specifications for the swap. Like, it has to be vertical, and you have to leave room at the top for a eyelet. So you have to follow the specifications, but I have some idea how I'm going to lay it out. I want to incorporate a tag or leave space for a title. So I have some general idea how I'm going to lay it out, but I never know until I start pulling out the papers how I'm going to go with it. That's just my method. Everybody has their own different method, and I get lots of inspiration from lots of folks, and even those people who show their videos start to finish, how they start their projects from start to finish, and how they create their projects. I haven't mastered the whole editing thing yet, so I'm not there just yet. So, but I at least wanted to show you all the pieces that I'm pulling together for this particular project. And I'll just go ahead and get started. So here, what I did essentially was pulled out all my papers from my collections, or from my stash, that is, that I thought looked autumny or fally. Okay, that's just my interpretation of it. Nothing, no rhyme or reason. They have bunches of oranges and browns. Here's a paper that even has some copper to it. Sorry about that glare. Here's some greens. And then I started pulling just some embellishment. These are some leaves that actually came off of a Christmas project, and I'm going to probably incorporate those because I do like that sheen on it. These leaves came off of some Christmas stuff that I had too, and I just thought, hey, why throw it away? You can use it later. But aren't they kind of cute? They're kind of coppery. This paper stack right here says I am thankful for. I'm probably going to use this as part of a tag on that fall side. I'm going to create some type of pocket or something. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but anyway, I just thought it was cute, and I'll probably use that as well. And here's a bird. This comes from the Tim Holtz, that bird cage die. And I was going to use it in another project, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it on this project. But I thought it was cute. It's red, and I distressed it up a bit. I used some rock candy, crackle paint, and some distress ink. I browned it up a little bit, but essentially the base of it is red. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not. But there it is. And here are all of my, I'm going to move my camera around just a little bit so you guys can see all of the embellishments that I pulled out. I have some fibers. I have some buttons. These buttons came from my collection, and I just thought they looked like little acorns. Not sure if I'm going to use them or not, but they're flat enough. I don't want to make it too bulky, but they're flat enough that I probably could. But these are just buttons, and I just thought they reminded me of acorns. So I'm probably going to use not all of this, but again, having it in front of me gives me some inspiration to move forward. I actually pulled some of my stickles from my stash. I have some orange peel, and this is Fire Brick Red. It's like a red and an orange, obviously, and I'm not sure if I'll use it, but there's some good little distressing that you can use on your projects to bling them up a little bit. So I just start pulling stuff out. So that's the fall side. All right, here are all my embellishments for the fall side, my papers and all of my embellishments. So I'm going to try to move this without making a mess. Bear with me, and I'll pull over my winter stuff. Just one second. Okay, so ladies, here's my winter stuff. All right. Again, I just started pulling stuff from my collection. This is a flower piece that I got from Michaels. It's kind of glittery and wintry looking to me. I don't know why, but it is. I was thinking about using this and maybe pulling those balls off and maybe even making a charm. This one has been in my stash for ages. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that as I layer the piece. I may use that. I may or may not. This I pulled from a collection. This one is kind of cool because they're stickers and you just peel them off and they say friends. So I thought that was perfect to try to incorporate. And plus it's nice and silver. And then all of this stuff right here is just some embellishments that I had in my stash. Here are some snowflakes. These are some dimensional stickers that I've had. I've actually used them on some tags, some Christmas tags this year. But these are kind of cute. I have some big ones, some small ones. Here are some plastic snowflakes that actually came from a Christmas embellishment. And these are kind of cool because they have like a little iridescent type of sheen to them. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this one is really pretty. And these leaves right here, I'll show you that. These leaves came off of a Christmas embellishment. And here's some buttons that I had in my stash too. Not sure if I'm going to use all this stuff, but I know I want to go with a silver, glittery, blue theme. Alright, so those are all of my embellishments. And as you can see, here's some paper. This paper has like a pearlescent type paper. It's blue. And then this paper right here, it's kind of metallic and it's silver. Isn't that cool together, those two pieces together? I hope you can see that. Sorry for the glare, guys. Alright, and I'm going to put this to the side. Excuse me. And then this paper right here, it has kind of a pearlescent sheen to it, and it's damask. You can barely see it, but it's very pretty. Again, I'm not sure if I'll use all these papers, but at least them being in front of me gives me inspiration to see which way I'm going to go. I thought this paper was cute too. This is kind of gray. Reminds me of silver too. So I think essentially what I'm probably going to end up going with is I'm leaning toward this damask, this to be my base, and this one, this blue. Those are the two that I'm leaning toward to incorporate it because I think it brings out the silver. Alright, so this is all of my pieces that I pulled together for the winter, for the winter Christmas theme. And that's essentially it. And once it's in front of me again, it gives me inspiration in terms of how I'm going to move forward. And that's just the way I do it. I know that other people do it differently. They have to sketch it out and they have to pull certain pieces out, and there's a method to to how they put their pieces together as well. But for me, I am definitely more of a just pull it out in front of me, and then whatever I don't use I can always put back, so that doesn't bother me. I absolutely have made myself a challenge myself to think outside the box. Definitely use scrapbook products, but try to use up my stash too from other, because I not only do scrapbook projects, I do home decor. I'm getting into some painting now and just some mixed media stuff. So I pull everything out, and whatever I don't use, I can always put back for another project for another day. So that's essentially it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this is the beginning of the process, and when I am done this particular project for the swap, I will absolutely post a video so you guys can see the finished product. And I think Jules wants us to have it postmarked by the 15th of December, so I'll try to get it the video posted either a little before then or depending on time, because I actually have some Christmas projects I got to work on too. Oh, I'll definitely post it shortly thereafter. Alright, so, but that's essentially it. I hope it has given you some inspiration or giving you some thoughts in terms of how to pull some stuff together for a swap. And absolutely, the last thing I wanted to say, guys, before I go, is that Jules was kind enough. She is just amazing. She was kind enough to put together a video for newbies, people who are a little bit intimidated to participate in swaps. They don't even really know what swaps are. She has a great video out. So again, I'm going to give her a big shout out and give her props for doing that, because I think essentially in the beginning, that's how I was. I didn't even know what a swap was. I felt so intimidated by the amazing people who put together these beautiful projects. I'm like, oh, I could never do that. No, I can't do that. But no, I mean, everybody's art and everybody's interpretation of a project is just so different, and that's the amazing thing about participating in swap. You get so many different ideas and so many different techniques that you can learn from. So that's the reason why I like participating in the swaps. And the other thing I wanted to say for those folks, this is not to be mean for people who participate in swaps or who want to participate in swaps. If you're going to sign up for a swap, commit to staying in the swap, because I know that things come up, and I know that life is busy, and I know that just stuff comes up. But it's the thing of it is, you put so much of your time and effort into participating in the swap, and then when people bow out and they don't turn their projects in, and then you end up getting your pieces back. That's not fun. And I've done that twice already, and it's just not fun. As a matter of fact, I participated in a swap, and I spent almost probably like a month putting together this project for a swap, and I never got my pieces, and so that was kind of it was definitely discouraging. So anyway, I'm not trying to be mean. Honest to God, that's not even my motive here. I guess it's just because I'm tired. But even I know that Jules shares that same sentiment, and she's excited that she has two groups. She has Group A and Group B of people that are excited about this swap that she's hosting. So that's my soapbox. Sorry about that. I don't mean to be mean, honestly, but it is great. It's a fun thing. Swaps are great to even participate in, and you learn a lot, and you meet some wonderful people, and you learn different techniques and so forth. So that's the reason why I like participating. Alright guys, I've gone over my time. I haven't blabbed on enough. I'm tired. I'm probably going to go to bed right after. But I just wanted to show you the beginning of my process of how I put together my pieces for projects. Alright, so again, don't forget to check out Jules's blog and look at her projects, and I'm pretty sure that if you search YouTube enough, you'll see that there are plenty of people who are hosting swaps, and they're just a fun way of creating. All right, thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you soon. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Smooches.